this podcast, you have this really unique situation. Someone pointed out that this is the first time in history when we could potentially have up to 5 different generations on any given work site. So that's pretty crazy, right? So that's one aspect of that. The other aspect is you have a lot of more experienced personnel that is retiring. I mean, someone pointed out that between 2011 and 2030, we have as many as 10,000 baby boomers reaching their retirement age on like a daily basis. And so you have that aspect taking place. And then you have newer, less experienced workers entering the work sites all at the same time. And so that creates pressure, that creates stress, that creates a lot of potential hazards of, if the knowledge transfer, as you had kind of introduced earlier, is not done purposefully and strategically, then you have tremendous gaps that are part of that. And it's interesting, you see that in so many different aspects. You don't just see that, for example, in a workplace, but you even see that in industries that support the traditional workplace. Like, for example, your occupational clinics. The occupational clinics that support the traditional workplace have the same issue where a lot of the more experienced doctors are retiring, newer doctors come in, and they're not as familiar with OSHA guidelines and requirements and regulations. And so that creates another knowledge transfer opportunity that really needs to be taken care of. So, I mean, there are lots of different aspects. Now, there's a little bit of positive in that as well. And the positive side, I think, is that those who want to work, they have a little bit of job security because they as long as they're continuing to keep themselves qualified, to keep themselves apprised, to keep themselves informed and educated, they understand that, hey, if I do a good job, I can stay here. I don't have to worry about losing my job every day. So it's there are a lot of, like I said, a lot of different aspects to that question, I think.